Hey everybody, I am super excited to get this first video up for my American War of Independence project. This is a 10mm project and models are by Pendraken. The order just came in a couple days ago and I'm finally getting some time to sit down and do this video. Once again, I've mentioned in previous videos recently and some comments that I'll be using Rebels and Patriots for this project. Now, I could always use other rule sets, but this is the one that I'm actually focusing on. And maybe one day I'll expand and play a game with bigger elements, bigger units. I was looking at Land of the Free. That looks like an interesting rule set as well. But right now, Rebels and Patriots is my focus, so let's keep it there. And yeah, I'm super excited this is finally here. I actually cleaned up the models the other day, yesterday. So actually my thumb, I might get lead poisoning the way I clean these models. Not a lot of flash at all, actually. Like the cleaning up was really easy. It was just pretty much little tiny little bits at the bottom of the bases that had to be cleaned, and then some flash here and there, but not much at all, which is great. So anyway, let's start with the British. I'll show you what I've got and what my plans are for in-game. So I've got line infantry. They look fantastic. They don't look great in the bag, but the details are like lovely, and I hope I can do them justice with my paint job. And there are 30 figures per pack, so so that'll get me 2 line units with an extra 6 guys, which could make a large unit. I don't know if you can go small with line units, but definitely I could have a large unit if I want to, but maybe those extras will just be for when I expand to bigger bases. Oh yes, I'm individually basing all of these figures for like a Surmashi feel. I don't know how that's going to work. I'll talk about the base sizes later, but hopefully that will work. I also got some lights, and so these are some light guys that are in various poses, some kneeling, some standing, some shooting, some reloading. I think it's going to be cool. They're going to have a nice little variety, and I can afford 2 units of lights as well. I also picked up some cannons because cannons are cool. There are 3 cannons with crew here, and as you can see, I've already chosen 30mm bases for these guys. And what I've planned to do, and I'll show it in my next video, but each base will have a cannon and 1 crew member, and then a few other crew members nearby as their hit points. So they have, there's supposed to be 4 crew, so it'll be 1 here and then 3 others individually based. And I think it's gonna look cool, and each crew member on the bases will be a different crew member, so they'll have some little variety within there. So that's neat. And I got some mounted leaders, not for a unit, but in Rebels and Patriots, one of your units has your leader in it. So what I'll do is I'll substitute either 1 or 2 figures for probably that guy with the sword. He looks pretty cool. But one of these guys will be the leader in the unit, so it can definitely stand out. He won't have any special rules for being mounted, but he'll just be representative of the leader. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I think that'll work. And again, I'll talk about basing for cavalry later. Get those guys out of the way. Now the Americans. So I picked up, I think these are these might be the militia. Yeah, these are the militia. So these are militia firing. I'll have 2 units of militia, and maybe they'll be timid, maybe they'll be green, I don't know. We'll see, but these are militia because in the continental armies, you definitely need militia. 2 units of those. 2 units of continentals. Well, maybe these are militia. Maybe these are militia, these are continentals. Yeah, I think that's the way it works. Yeah, that's probably it. Anyway, continentals. Not the cool uniform there, I think. I don't know. I'm still figuring all the uniforms out, but I love this coloring. So definitely 1 unit will be painted like this, and then another unit can be painted maybe the browns like this. I think these will be the 2 colors that I go with. Then I also need to get hunting shirts at some point, so that'll be a future order for sure. I have high hopes for this project and for the game. Then I did get some a mounted unit, and I think I could field 2 mounted units with what's in this bag. Now the reason I went with these guys was because I wanted to have a mounted unit, and there wasn't a lot of cavalry in the American War of Independence, just because of the terrain and everything. But if you've watched the show Turn, and I highly recommend it if you haven't, Turn is definitely one of my favorite shows of all time. I really, really enjoyed it. I would say in the top, again, I'd say like top 10 shows of all time. Maybe that's pushing it. Maybe it's just because I'm in the mood of this period. But the one of the characters, Ben Talmadge, I think it was Talmadge. I think his name was. He was in a dragoon unit, and I loved his uniform. It was the blue uniform with like white or off-white facing and pants and stuff, and I love the look of it, and I loved his helmet. I think the helmet was the real kicker, and then that blue looked really cool. So anyway, I will paint a unit of the Continental Dragoons, Light Dragoons, whichever unit he was. I think I looked it up. I think it was like he was like the second unit, second Light Dragoons, but don't quote me on it. But that's what they'll be, and I'll have extra for something else. And I think there is a leader. Maybe that's the leader. He's actually going to be the American leader for now until I get like George Washington or somebody that can be the leader for the Americans for the Continental. So that's that. So everybody has 5 units right now, and I'll make the points work. But I can increase sizes and whatnot. Okay, so I ordered some bases, and I ordered 12 by 22 ovals, and this was for the cavalry. I'm not going to set it up, but I'll show you in a future video that the cavalry, some of them fit really perfectly, but some of them were just, the legs were too wide front to back, so they didn't fit perfectly on these. So I actually just ordered more at slightly bigger. I think I went with maybe 13 by 24, which I think will fit perfectly. It might even be big for some horses, but I think it would be perfect for everybody. And I also did that because originally I was planning on putting all the infantry on individual bases that were 15 millimeter, like I have for these unfinished. Oh, here's the finished guy. You've seen these guys before. This is an unfinished project, but 15 millimeter GIs for that were Flames of War figures, but individually based for bolt action. Haven't really finished this, so can't really play it yet, yada yada. But anyway, they're on 15 millimeters, and this is actually too big for the 10 millimeter figures. So I was thinking of ordering 10 millimeter bases, but because the cavalry ones I wanted to be a little bit wider, I ended up doing I think it's 13. I ordered some 13 millimeter rounds and 13 wide by 24 ovals for the cavalry. So I think it's gonna nicely match together. I think it's gonna work. I have no idea. Again, I hope so. So we'll see. Anyway, so individually based, I'm excited for that. But again, I know it's gonna be like to have to pick up so many little dudes and move them around. Basing, okay, I also picked up some fences, because snake fencing you need, and in the future I will, if this project works out, I'll do the same with American Civil War. I'm Canadian, by the way, but I enjoy American history, and these wars, no wars are good, of course, but I've been looking to model these and war game these for a while. So anyway, some snake fencing, some regular fencing, and with my base order I also got some more snake fencing. I meant to get a bit of both, but I actually only clicked on snake fencing and didn't realize. So I'll have to order more of this kind of fencing later on, but I just kind of put them together quickly, and they look really cool. I know you can make these on your own. Like I even bought matchsticks that I could make these with, but I think they'd be too big. I'd have to like kind of shave them down. So to save me that time, I just bought these, and I love the smell, but those will be good. Anyway, I think that's it for now. Rebels and Patriots, 10 millimeter American War of Independence with Pendraken minis. Again, they're all cleaned. So, because the bases are going to be a while, I think I'm going to go the route of basing these guys on popsicle sticks and then painting them from there. That's new for me. I don't think I've done that very often, if almost at all. I usually base everything and then paint, but because I'm waiting for the bases, well, I gotta wait for the bases. The only thing I can do are the cannons like that. So Anyway, I think I'm going to popsicle stick them and go from there. My next update, we'll see how we're progressing with these guys, and hopefully that'll be very soon. All right. It'll be in a couple days. Tomorrow's my birthday, so I'll be busy tomorrow and the day after, but I'll try to find some time in there to get some work done on these guys among family and free time and work and all that stuff. But anyway, thanks for watching. Come back soon, and we'll see what else we've got. Thanks. Bye.